Have you ever reached that point where you just stop trying? Not out of anger, not because you stopped caring, but because something deep inside finally says, this isn't helping me anymore. You stop sending that first text. You stop explaining yourself to people who were never really listening. You stop begging for effort from those who only gave you excuses. And it's not bitterness, it's self respect finally waking up. That moment when you start choosing silence over chaos, that's not weakness, that's detachment. It's not about shutting people out, it's about letting yourself in. Our minds are strange like that. Hold on, even when it hurts, because pain feels familiar, and the familiar feels safe. We convince ourselves that history means loyalty, that because someone has been around for years, they deserve a lifetime pass into our peace. But sometimes, the person you've known the longest is the one you've been losing yourself for. Psychologists call this comfort attachment. When we stay tied to things that hurt us just because they're predictable. It's the reason you keep checking your phone even when you know they won't reply. The reason you keep revisiting memories that only replay pain. You crave closure from the same people who caused the confusion. But here's the truth. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care anymore. What it means is that you care differently. You care deeply about your energy, about your mental health, about your peace. Detachment isn't about being cold or emotionless. It's emotional intelligence. It's understanding that love doesn't require suffering to prove it's real. But sometimes, the healthiest love you'll ever show someone is the kind that releases them. You can love people and still love yourself enough to walk away. You can forgive someone and still never let them back in. That's not cruelty, that's growth. And one day, you start noticing the change. You stop refreshing their profile. You stop explaining your feelings to someone who made a habit of ignoring them. You stop needing closure because you found peace in your own silence. You start enjoying your own company. You start sleeping better. You start breathing deeper. That's your nervous system healing. Your brain finally stepping out of survival mode. The constant stress, the overthinking, the tension in your chest. It slowly begins to fade because your body finally believes it's safe. You start realizing that peace isn't found in people, it's found in boundaries. And those boundaries are like, I am done explaining myself. I am not angry, just invulnerable. Or the most powerful one of all, silence. Letting go doesn't mean you've stopped caring. It means you stop trying to fix what was never yours to fix. You stopped lighting yourself on fire just to keep someone else warm. You stopped proving your worth to people who are comfortable forgetting it. Because the truth is, detachment is not about distance, it's about direction. You're not walking away from people, you're walking back to yourself. And when that happens, you'll see it clearly. You were never heartless, you were healing. And for the first time, you realize peace was never something you had to chase. It was waiting for you right where you stop trying. Follow for more.